Kia ora, ko Sharon Holt tōku ingoa. I'm Sharon Holt, the author of Reo Singalong books, and I'm holding one of our big favourites. It's one that we always do in our Reo Singalong show with children in early childhood and in schools, and it's always a big favourite with the children. Some people call it the motorbike book. Me Haere is actually all about vehicles and colours, and the reason that I wrote this book is because it was very clear to me that people knew the colours from the colour song Ma is White. So they knew that whiro is red, but nobody really knew how to say anything about whiro in a sentence or even in a phrase. And when I was researching this book, I was thinking, well, we need to have that so that people know that, for example, in English we would say that this is a red motorbike, but in te reo we would say he moto paika whiro tēnei. This is a red motorbike, he moto paika whiro, which sounds like this is a motorbike red. And that's the way around. So the noun goes first and then the describing word goes after it. So red is describing the motorbike. So he moto paika whiro tēnei, this is a red motorbike. And so I wanted to do a book where the colours were in context, not just Ma is white, whiro is red, because that was already done. So in this one we've got all sorts of things. We've got waka kakariki, and we've got a pahi kōwhai, and at the end there's a bit of a surprise at the end because it's where are you all going. Some children love the taraka karaka, so that's rhyming obviously, taraka karaka. So it's a good one for practicing the colours, but I really encourage you when you're working on colours with children with the colour song and this book and other books that you do with colours in te reo Māori, is to make sure that the children understand those colours in context and out of context, so that for example, when I go into places and I'm about to do this book and perform it, and let's say I'm usually wearing a red dress, so I'll point to my dress and I'll say, do you know what this colour is? And they'll say red. And then I'll ask them what it is in Māori, and they usually don't know because the song isn't red is whiro, it's whiro is red. So if I say whiro is, then they know red. So when we're teaching that song and when we're working with colours, we have to get whiro in red connected together and kōwhai in yellow connected together and kakariki in green connected together in lots of different ways, so that when we say, do you know what colour this is in te reo Māori, or do you know what this colour is in Māori, then they will know. They won't have to think whiro is red, red is whiro. So there's lots of ways that we can do that, but I really encourage you to also be joining the colour onto something that you know. So in this example it's vehicles, it could be food, he karoti karaka, an orange carrot. It's just a matter of maybe to do with flowers, he puti kōwhai, a yellow flower. It's using all those as an extension on this book, using those colours in your environment and talking about them. Say, oh, he puti kōwhai, a yellow flower. Or if you don't know the name of the thing, just use the English word. Let's say it's let's say you don't know the word for flower and it's a purple flower. So you might say, oh look, this flower is purple. Why poro? Purple is why poro. Why poro is purple. So it's kind of getting all that out there and just spending a lot of time on making sure that children know those things outside of the Ma is White song. Hopefully that will help you, and it's really worth it because when they go to school and are expected to know those colours in te reo, they've got a much better chance of doing it if we've done that work before they're 5. Ka kite.